Hello my dear students, we have completed chapter 2 almost. So today we will start chapter 4, that is analytical chemistry. So first of all I will explain the meaning of analysis term. Analysis term is related to analytical. The meaning of analysis: determination of the chemical components in a given sample. Determination. So to find out, for example, this mixture is given. So which things are present in the mixture and how much is present, that is called analysis. So analysis is of two kinds, qualitative and quantitative. Qualitative analysis is identification of the unknown substances, means which things are present in the substance, that is called qualitative. Quantitative, determination of the composition. Composition means how much substance is there. So this one is related to the number data. Okay, I will give you one example. If I will say that in a family, how many members are there? How many? If I say how many, it means I am talking about the number. So this is related to quantitative. If I say that what kind of persons are there in the family, then what kind of, I am talking about nature, behavior. So that is related to qualitative. So that was just an example. Here is the difference. Here in this chapter, we will learn about a qualitative analysis only. So qualitative analysis is done by using a reagent. Reagent, it is a substance that react with another substance. So example, here in this chapter we will learn only the examples of alkalis. Alkalis, two alkalis, we will use sodium hydroxide and ammonium hydroxide. Next thing is color of the salts and their solutions. The salt of a representative element and salt of transition. So representative element lies in group 1 to 13 to 17. Their salts are generally colorless. Example, sodium chloride. Sodium lies in group 1. So this salt colorless. Next one is transition element lies in group 3 to 12. They are generally colored. Example is ferrous chloride. Ferrous lies in group 8 and it is colored. The color of ferrous is light green. On page number 64, many examples of these colorless and colored ions are given. Like these tables are made on 64 page number. You have to learn these colors. Cupric ion, blue color, ferrous, light green, like this ammonium ion, white, colorless, sodium ion, colorless. Similarly, negative ion radical table is also made on that page number 64. Next, from the further reactions, you will learn about what is qualitative analysis. So from this reaction, you will come to know here the action of alkali on solution of salt of metal. So 2 points you have to note down. First is when alkali is added drop by drop. Second thing is when alkali is added in excess. You have to observe these two things. First, when alkali is added drop by drop, you will see the different precipitate, different colored precipitate. Then from the color of the precipitate, you can tell which metal ion is present in the salt. And when you will add alkali in excess, then you will come to know whether these precipitates are soluble or insoluble. Okay, so this reaction is called precipitation because precipitates are formed in this reaction. And what is precipitate? It is an insoluble substance formed during a reaction. So here is one example. Calcium salt. Salt is taken, that will be white colored. So you have to add sodium hydroxide first drop wise. When you will add drop wise, you will come to know the color of precipitate. Precipitate will settle down, white color precipitate. You can say it is maybe calcium ion. And when you will add sodium hydroxide in excess, these white color precipitates, they will be sparingly soluble. Sparingly means they will be soluble in very small quantity. So you can say that the salt is calcium. Here 3 salt solution I have taken. We will discuss action of ammonium hydroxide on these salts. So first one is calcium salt. When ammonium hydroxide is added to calcium salt, drop by drop or in excess, there is no formation of a precipitate. Second one is iron salt. Iron 3 salt, that is ferric chloride solution. It's a yellow. And when sodium hydroxide is added drop by drop to ferric chloride, then it gives a reddish brown precipitate. And its color, ammonium hydroxide color is, it is colorless in solution. And these reddish brown precipitates are insoluble in excess of ammonium hydroxide. Let's consider this diagram. Ferric chloride, yellow solution. When ammonium hydroxide is added to ferric chloride, you will observe, what will you observe? Reddish brown precipitate. And here this solution is ammonium chloride, which is colorless. Got it? Next one is zinc salt, zinc sulfate. When ammonium hydroxide is added drop by drop to zinc sulfate, you will observe white gelatinous precipitate and side product. Next, these white gelatinous precipitates are soluble in excess. So further reaction is there. Zinc hydroxide, this one in excess, this was drop by drop, now it is in excess. And then zinc hydroxide precipitate will react and give you tetraamine zinc hydroxide, tetraamine zinc hydroxide and water. Next one is amphoteric oxides and hydroxides. It's very important. Are those compounds which react with both acid and alkalis to form salt and water. So zinc hydroxide, this is oxide, amphoteric oxide. It can react with acid as well as with alkali. So it gives us salt and water. Salt and water. So next one is important question. Name an oxide which is amphoteric. In your syllabus there are three oxides. Zinc oxide, you can write lead oxide or aluminium oxide. Next question is, name a gas that is evolved given out when zinc is added to sodium hydroxide, hot and concentrated. When zinc is added to sodium hydroxide, which gas is given out? Answer is hydrogen. If reaction is asked, then only write the reaction. For understanding, I have written this reaction for your understanding. See, zinc, it is more reactive than hydrogen. It can displace hydrogen from this compound, sodium hydroxide, and which gas is given out? Hydrogen gas. Next, how will you distinguish ammonium hydroxide solution from sodium hydroxide solution? Calcium salt solution gives a white precipitate with sodium hydroxide, but you can the calcium salt solution does not give any precipitate with the ammonium hydroxide. So if you will not see any precipitate with the ammonium then the solution is ammonium hydroxide. If you see white color precipitate with calcium salt, then your answer is sodium hydroxide. So here is a list of precipitate with cation. If white precipitates, you observe white precipitate, then maybe calcium ion is present. If you see chalky white precipitate, maybe lead ion is there. Dirty green gelatinous precipitate, ferrous. Reddish brown, ferric. So write this in your copy and learn it. Thank you.